Hi, it's Sue here from the Unicorn Advisory, your trusted Kajabi expert with a Kajabi quick tip for you. Now, do you use contact forms on your Kajabi website anywhere or forms that have got additional information beyond someone just signing up to get a freebie? Information that you would like to get more details about. For example, to learn their business name, if you want someone to send you a message, if you're getting them to choose options, and you would like to know that that has happened and not just that someone has completed the form, but to actually get emailed the information so you know what they have put on the form. So by default in Kajabi, when you create a contact form, you'll have send a notification to your team as the option. And if you click on send a notification to your team, Kajabi will email your email, the email that you specify, and it will say X person with X email address has completed or submitted this form, which is helpful. You then need to go into the context menu, click through the contacts, find that person and click into their profile to figure out what they actually put on the form. But luckily, I have a great way that you can take all the information that is submitted onto a form and have Kajabi email it directly to your inbox so that you know what someone has said when they submit the form. So this can be done on any contact form in Kajabi. So I've just made a random collection of form fields here, something similar to what you would probably get on some kind of contact page or something where someone is completing a form and you want to learn more information from them. Then I'm setting up a special automation. Now, this is in addition to any other automation that you may have that's going to send information to the client. This is an email that you send to yourself or to your own team. And to set it up, what you've got to do is go into the automation when a form is submitted, then send an email. And you want to click on the option to my team. Now, you then choose the email address that you would like to send it to. So I'm sending this to our general team email, which is hello@theunicornadvisory.com. Then this is where the magic starts to happen. So you want to make the subject line something that will make sense. Now, think about it that when this email is going out, this is your Kajabi bot sending it to you. So this is Kajabi saying, "Hey, this has happened, team. So, I've used this subject line. We have a new lead. Please reply ASAP." And I've said, "Hey, it's Sui, your Kajabi bot here. Great news. Someone has just filled out the form." So what I've actually done is I've taken these fields, these custom fields that I've made here, and inserted them into the email. Now, if you just insert the custom field and don't give it any context, you'll get an email with these custom fields, but you may not know exactly what it is. So I'm just adding an extra little bit of information. So first name, last name, just filled out the contact form. Their email is, so I'm actually typing this, their email is, and then I go to personalize and I choose the custom field email. Then I've said their business name is. So business name is actually a custom field that I've created. So I come again to personalize and then I find that custom field in my list. So I've got your business name and you'll see that it puts it in here. Now we don't need it in twice. Oops. So I'll just get rid of that this time here. Okay. And then one of the questions was, how can we help you? So I've said they would like the following help. And again, I'm then inserting that custom field. So back in here to personalize to how can we help you? So this is the message that you are making a standard that's going to be on every meal and on every message. And this custom field here is whatever the person who has submitted the form has filled out onto that form. And you can say, and they heard about us through. And again, that's the custom field because one of the questions on the form was, how did you hear about us? So we've got that in here somewhere. How did you hear about us? So it's going to then put whatever they put on the form in that option. And it just says, please get in touch with them. So to see what this looks like, we can get a sense here. So this is actually the message and it's saying, Sue just filled out the contact form. So it's pulling that. This one is just from a random person in the database, but when someone actually fills it out, you'll get the information. So I'm going to show you how you can do a test to yourself to see how this works. And you'll see their email is, and it's pulling in an email address. And then it says their business name is. So this is going to be on everything. So this particular account has not actually filled out the form, which is why it's blank. So this is why I'll show you how to do it. And it says they would like the following help and they heard about us through. So all these fields, when someone has completed them, it's actually going to add it in for you. So that email is going to go out rather than just saying, Sue filled out the form, but you don't know what Sue said. And of course, you can send yourself a test email, but something even better that I would suggest, so we're going to save that one, is actually go to the form and do a test submission. And the easiest way to do this is you can either go to the page that you have embedded the form on, or just click here into this preview and it will open up a preview window with the forms. So with the fields. Now, do not worry about what it says on here because we're not embedding this form. You only need to update this if you're embedding. So if it says join the newsletter, that is just default. You don't need to worry about it. But actually go and fill in all of these fields and click submit. And you will then find that you will have an email that is sent to you because this is a live form. So we can see one that I prepared earlier. We've got our submissions here. So you can always come into submissions on a form as well to see what someone's answers are. And it's saying full name, email, business name, how can we help you? How did you hear about us? And when that came through. So that's really, really helpful if you are wanting to find out what someone has said. But this will go through to your email, to whatever email that it was that you set up inside of this automation. So when you had this automation, this is send an email to my team, and it's going to the recipient email address, whatever email address that you put in here. And the great thing is you can have it go to multiple email addresses if you want to. So it's a really clever way that you can find out all the information that someone has completed on a form without even having to go into Kajabi at all. You've got everything that you need at your fingertips. And if you want to see how this works, our Kajabi Quick Tips is actually set up in the same way. So when someone submits a quick tip, it emails myself and the team saying, hey, someone has submitted a quick tip. Here is their tip. And it then pulls in their email address. So we can email them directly once the tip has been created and say, hey, here is your tip. So that is today's Kajabi Quick Tip. I hope you find it helpful. And if you would like additional helpful information, please do check out the YouTube channel. There are lots of videos on there, lots of quick tips. And also you can sign up to get quick tips straight into your inbox twice a week. It is pretty awesome to be the first to get these quick tips off the press. Just go to theunicornadvisory.com/quick tips and you will be on the quick tips newsletter list. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I do a little happy dance every time someone subscribes. So from the Unicorn Advisory, see you next time.